We've reached the end of February and we're a little way into March, so I thought I'd give you an update on where we are with the finances. How much does it cost to live full-time in a motorhome? So some of you will know that I use a little database to capture all the spending that we make, and I just run that on my laptop here. And I have a few reports. I can run the monthly totals report, and that gives me February up at the top here, and you can see that the total spend for February, and that doesn't include camping charges, and I'll talk about that in a minute and why we haven't included that. The total spend is £486.26. And you can look at the breakdown. I bought some t-shirts, £12.69. We bought diesel for the car, we borrowed £42. Entertainment, that's going out to bars and drinking and food and eating out and that sort of stuff, £130. Groceries, that's all the stuff that we buy to eat and drink here at the motorhome, and that does include any alcohol we buy as well, so cans of beer, bottles of vodka and gin, any bottles of tonic, soft drinks, and all the food, of course, and that's come out to £254. Medicines, so this was my antibiotics and painkillers for while I was ill in February, £17, and general miscellaneous stuff, and those are things that I don't know, we haven't got a category for them. Yeah, we might buy presents for the children, for our grandchildren and stuff like that. So that's how we've done on the spending. Now, the reason I haven't included any camping charges is because we haven't paid any camping charges yet. But I will say that we're paying currently, or we're going to be charged €12.50 a night, and for the February that's going to be 29 times 12.50, so that is going to be a total of €362.50, which I suppose is going to be about £340 for that. So add onto that the 486, so that's going to be 730 quid for the month, which is I think that's in and around where we want to be for our ongoing monthly spend. Looking back at January, we did spend 700 odd pounds there, which is very encouraging. So if we have a sort of fairly standard month where we're maybe paying for camping fees, we're not having any break-ins, we're not having to buy new iPads because they've been stolen, we're not having to do any maintenance, like I bought the new locks for the van and all that sort of stuff. Of course there will be heavy months where we pay up front for our van insurance, and the full-time motorhome van insurance is £1,200 to £1,300 a year. So I could break that down and say, well, it's about £110 a month. But I like to do it when we do the spend. It's just the way my brain works in terms of finance and recording how we go. We've not been recording for a full year yet, so we started in September, and what I can tell you is since September we've spent £7,907 and 86 pence. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February, so that's 6 months of that. So if that was going to continue, and I know it won't, we'd be spending like nearly £16,000 a year But the, you know, the 7,900 over 6 would be, you know, 1,300 quid a month, and that's with some massive expenses in there in terms of, you know, driving thousands of miles, which we wouldn't normally do, being broken into, having to replace a laptop, an iPad that was stolen, having to buy new things because other bits and pieces were stolen when we had the break-in. You know, all of those things, we're not going to have those again, fingers crossed. So, you know, I think 700 to £1,000 a month, which is going to be more like £10,000 to £12,000 a year, is very manageable if you're living full time in your motorhome. And I think that that's going to cover everything. Imagine that, two people, £1,000 a month, living the sort of life we do, where we can travel around, we can have a really, really nice lifestyle, we can meet some wonderful people and see some wonderful sights. That's not too bad, is it? Anyway, I hope that's been very useful. If you're keeping up with the finances of how much it costs to live in a motorhome full time, these are the realities of it. So there we are. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, if you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so that we can send you a reminder when we upload new videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.